Hi chat, welcome to another stream. How we all doing today? It is the 28th of December of 2024. The year is almost coming to a close, which actually reminds me, I have not shown my Twitch recap on stream. So we're gonna do that right now before I forget. I thought I was going to forget because I actually thought about this like 4 or 5 streams ago and just did not do it on stream. So is this the thing? Yeah. We're gonna show this real quick. Then we'll say hi to everyone. Then we'll jump into things. Sounds good? Alright, we're not gonna forget. Alright, we're gonna do viewer first, although I didn't really watch so much Twitch this year, so yeah. Anyway. 120 hours watched. I guess that's still quite a few. That's like what? 20 minutes a day? That's actually quite a lot. 20 minutes a day? It seems higher than I expect it to be. Yeah, because triple that's like 366. So, yeah, checks out. 181 days visited. So some days it's literally just some small number of minutes. Although maybe this counts as a streamer too, so I don't really know. Top categories: arts, probably from watching Choco Jacks. Just chatting, probably from also watching Choco Jacks. Top from game development, top 10% for a tiny number of hours. And I watched some Pokemon Go to get some items in game because they do stupid drops. Yeah, cool categories. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Predictable Choco Jacks, and then I watched the election coverage on Hassan's channel. Yeah, that's where Hassan comes in here. Let's see. 1,800 chat sent, not that much. Unsurprisingly, the emotes that I used, these are basically the ones that I use anyway. 21 gifted subs. I'm surprised it's not more, but I think then again, I didn't really watch this much this year, so that would do it. 9 hype trains. That's not very many. 60 chats sent as a mod. Are those all in Juice's channel? 62 chats sent. What the fuck? That doesn't math. What? I'm a mod and it doesn't add up. Something, eventual consistency, something. I'm pretty sure this is the number that it's supposed to be. Maybe this is rounded down. Unclear. Channels moderated 1. Yeah, something doesn't add up here. Good job, Twitch. Yeah. Okay, so that one's not the most interesting one because I didn't really watch that much Twitch. Maybe I got demodded? No, I'm definitely still a mod. Definitely still got my sword here. Yeah. Anyway, streamer one. This is the one that you all care about, probably. Oof, this is rough. That's not that many hours streamed. I feel like okay. I actually do have the numbers. Well, I roughly have the numbers. My recordings. We can look at streams. So like 2022, not including the Pokemon streams, I did 180 streams. Not including the Pokemon baking or Pokemon streams or Minecraft streams. I did 182 streams. So then we look at 2023. I did 90 streams. So half as many streams in 2023. 2024, I've only done 60 streams. So I fell off hard. Fell off kind of hard. Ethan, thank you for the resub at 57 months. Appreciate your continued support. It's great to see you again. I hope you're doing well. Sorry, I said Emma. I'm so sorry. My bad. I apologize for that. Emma, thank you for the resub at 57 months. Oh, that was embarrassing. I read name and just didn't compute. That's my bad. That's on me. Anyway, back to this. 197 hour stream, 69 streams. Although my numbers don't match up because those don't include the baking streams, I guess. Because I don't keep the thoughts for those. It's K. Brain's no worky sometimes. Brain's no worky most of the time. 59 distinct days streamed. So I double streamed on 10 days? This number doesn't seem right at all. 12 hours watched, 12,000. Yeah, sure. Top categories. Makes sense. I'm surprised. I didn't even know I streamed in just chatting. Oh, I guess my computer build streams were in just chatting. And those also don't count in my stream VODs because I didn't save those. Top stream of the year. What is it? What the fuck? This shit's broken. Where? Hello? Why did it not tell me? And these are the tags of the year. I don't change them, so 25,000 chat messages. This makes sense. That checks out. My biggest fans. Here we go. Here's the biggest fans list. Unsurprising, although we do have one lurker in here. Mystic Nerd is a lurker. I know, Baldadas, where are you? Or Emma or Marsha or I don't know. Most of these make sense, but we got a lurker here. Collaborations of the year. Oh, we did raids. Raids happened. Yeah. I don't really raid too much anymore though, because they made the experience way worse. And usually when I'm done with stream, I'm done. 8 clips this year. Yeah, that's not a very large number. It kind of makes sense. I think with VODs disabled, it's harder to make a clip, and so people just don't clips. Fine. Shrugs. High scores of the year. 1,300 new follows. I think some of that was a follow bot. Because my follower number actually hasn't changed much since last year, I think. 73 new subscribers, 38 hype trains, 2.2 million channel points spent. Jesus. Oof. Based on all this recap data, you are the rating grass toucher of the year. Okay, I didn't fucking stream much. Thanks, Twitch. Jesus. Way to just champion exactly what happened. I mean, it's fine. Why does this thumb have 3 thumbs? Too many thumbs. Anyway, that's the recap. I want to make sure we went over it. When I showed my viewer one to someone else, they were like, "Ah, so you watch women and Hassan?" And I was like, "Ah, fuck, Twitch got me there." Anyway, let me say hi, everyone who's here. Beldathis was first today. Hello, hello. JJMC is also here. How you doing? Emma's here. Hello, hello. DL says, "Why is everyone typing?" Because typing's good. Typing's good. Master Procrastinator, welcome to stream. Says hello. Standard Porter's also here. Gosh darn it, we right. That's true. That's true. Warded Monarch, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Alexa Bacan, it's been a very long time. Hello, hello. How you doing? When was the last time you were here? I can check in the chat messages. Oh my god, it's been almost a year. Hello, hello. Welcome back. Standard Pointer sets our MOTD to fuck it we write. Ayo. Major Who, welcome back. Hello, hello. Write it we fuck. Yeah, if only, right? Belnada says, I've been writing Roost lately. I like it when I manage to make stuff kind of work with 0 copy. Ah. MDS Ubuntu is also here. Hello, hello. Warden Monarch says, what PC do you have? Actually don't think it's, I don't think I made a video about it yet. But the link, there is a PC part picker in the Discord. Also, I got new fidget toys for Christmas for my mom. Even after we said no gifts. This one is, I mean, most of the new ones are 3D printed. This one is pretty satisfying, although I feel like I'm gonna pinch my fingers on it. It basically becomes a ball. Come on, look at it. There we go. And these bits rotate. Well, they're supposed to rotate. And then it becomes not so much of a ball. Okay, this one's less fun. And I can't get it to do the thing. Yeah, so it becomes like this shape. That one's kind of cool. This one is very satisfying, but it's kind of loud for stream. It like flies through itself. And then it comes all the way apart too. And someone with a 3D printer is just printing money by selling these on Amazon. But this one's very satisfying. This one is kind of cool, but less like fidget satisfying. If I show it, I can show it like this. It basically, yeah, kind of has a few degrees of freedom, so it's kind of fun to play with. And then I got more popping balls. So, but this one has a fucking hole in it intentionally, and this little plug that's supposed to go into the hole. But I have a skill issue with plugs, so that's the way things go, I guess. I'm gonna go back to the bowl. Eric's here, Python Roost. I was trying to find a Pokemon that best matched that description. Apparently Dragonair can't learn Roost, but Dragonite does. Oh. I'm surprised that Dragonair cannot learn Roost. What Pokemon can learn Roost? Roost. Let's do Gen 9, I guess? Do we have any Snicks that learn Roost? Dunsparce is pretty close. Why the fuck does Dunsparce learn Roost? That doesn't make any damn sense. I got a bunch more Burbs. I think Dunsparce is gonna be our Roost. Our Roost, although we had Dexit, so maybe we should look at Gen 7? She'll have the more of the old Pokemon? Maybe? Mr. Singh, thank you for the bits. Yeah, ain't that the truth? It looks like it's probably just gonna be Dunsparce. With our roosty Snick. Man, a lot of people get it from egg moves. Surprised. I was gonna scroll through the list for thoroughness. Oh, it was a TM in Let's Go. Okay, well, Let's Go is just first gen. Oh, we didn't even get to the breeding. Okay. All right. Anyway, we've solved our problem. It's Dunsparce. The Endless River. Hello. 1,300 hours, 330 days. I'm an addict. My goodness. Speaking of Twitch addicts. I did the math on Choco's recap, and assuming that she sleeps 8 hours a day, she spends like 90% of her time with a Twitch stream open. It's just insane. That's a crazy number. Florenzi, hello, welcome. 3 more months, says Emma, until 60. That's true, it's true. Don't your numbers include Pokemon? The old numbers don't, because I just named the stream's number _P. So, the only server you were here for 87 of those 197 hours. That's quite a few still. That's quite a few still. Our top 10 chatters, which has, you gotta get Drunk Time Lord renamed at some point. But maybe I can bully Anthon into doing a 5-year badge. Yeah, I gotta do new badges at some point. It's been a while. How are those derived? It seemed random. Yeah, I don't really know. I think there's some amount of haphazardness to those. If there's a Grandpa's iPad, is there a Grandpa's iPod? Right. About this, maybe because you stream a little late in my time zone. It's probably just because I haven't been streaming much. Well, that's probably the honest answer there. S1 Cube is here. Hello, how you doing? The other service says the scientific journal I reviewed for this year sent me a yearly recap. Recaps are out of control. Yeah, I feel like this whole recap phenomenon is extremely overplayed. It's so overplayed that my work did a recap. Why the fuck would you want a recap for Sentry? I don't know. That seems like a crazy thing to do. It seems like something that no one would want. And I want to say my Sentry recap was just like, you closed more bugs than anyone else. And it's just because I bulk closed a mistake. Or something absurd like that. But yeah. Tiny Small 69, hello. I haven't been on Twitch for 3 days in that time. So quite a few. Patrick OMG says, is exit a new function in Python instead of exit paren? So you can actually make you're talking about Python 3.13, exit being a special REPL command. You can actually make it do that in older ones. Am I doing this? I don't know how they implemented it in 3.13, but you can do it in 3.12 and below. Via sneaky things. I assume, but I can just look. The code is available. Why am I guessing when I can just look? Git branch, git log is early December, so it should be fine. It's in libpyrepl. Yeah. Site built-ins. Interesting that it does this wrapper. So where does the exit part come from? That's weird. REPL commands, and I bet, yeah, here it is. Here it is. Maybe run command is the bit that does that exit behavior. So it finds it in REPL commands, which are here. And then if it is callable, it will run it. What does help do? Help must be, oh. Help must be a string. No? It's a function? How did, what? What does this do? But, oh, I'm in help mode. Whoa, what the fuck? I guess help takes you into help mode. X1A. What is X1A? I want to say it's EOF. No such name. Or not control, that's X16. What the fuck is X1A? I don't know. We can look it up later. But anyway, that's how that works. I should get a 3D printer. I want to get one. I haven't really figured one out yet. But... Salm83, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. 3D printed fidget toys versus one solid pen. Yeah, I mean, my pen spinning is still a thing. Mr. Singh, hello. How you doing? Woo says also here. Hello, hello. Def Can't Game, how you doing? Needing book recommendations to read for the year. Well, I don't know how to read, so I can't help that. Definitely. Outdated Version's also here. Hello, hello. Marsha's also here. Live Coding says, I'm top 10 by quality. Oh my god, I'm so far behind on chat. I'm 16 minutes behind on chat. Okay, we gotta speed run through chat. Robin's here. Hello, hello. 11 months and 2 days remaining for Advent Code. True. True. Also, I'm happy to say that I have all 500 stars. And according to Eric, I was one of the first 39 in the world to get all 500 stars, which is pretty cool. Also, on the last day, how do I personal times? On the last day, I got points. Yeah. That was cool. It's fun and new when Spotify did it, but it's kind of played out. Yeah, I agree. Outdated Version says you caused 140 hours of downtime this year. Yeah, that would have been great from a Century recap. If only it could know that. Century recap, so I don't have to write my end of year review would be good. See, I feel like it doesn't have enough information to do that. But God, I hate writing yearly reviews. I've mostly gotten away with not doing it the last couple of cycles, just because I don't want to get promoted. Give a fuck. I mean, I would love to make more money, but I don't really need more money. So it's kind of like, why am I doing this? You're not gonna fire me, and I'm not gonna try and level up. So what are we here for? Anyway, Life Cunning says, nice min-maxing the system, well done. True. Canadian Bacon, welcome. Sentry recap blamed me for 30 new bugs. Thanks, Sentry. Clearly, there's probably more. Those are just the ones it found, right? Rich says, wait, no, you caused $10 million in downtime. This will be reflected in your first January paycheck. Whew. That would be really spicy. This made me realize that recaps are gamified sprint retros, says Eric. Yeah, if your sprint lasts a whole year. An initial lambda misspelling made me think you were just typing Lamau. Yeah, that would have been pretty good too. Yeah. Neurom is here. Hello. Good to see you again. Maybe run command. It looks like your TwitchBot code. Yeah, kind of. Perchance run command if callable, says Didos. Yes. Control Z. Oh. So that's for Windows. I guess we have to do Control V, Control Z. Oh, you can't do that. How did I get X16 out of that? Anyway, this is for Windows then. I too don't know how to read either, but I'm learning. Hey, there you go. Slowthonk is true. Bestest AOCer is me. We're getting close. We're catching up, chat. Hi, Fade. Hello. How you doing? Florenzi says, did you upload AOC to YouTube? If not, are you planning to? Yes. I just streamed them. I didn't do any recaps this year because recaps took a lot of time in previous years, and beyond the first couple of days, they got like 0 views. So it was a lot of work for very little reward, and so unfortunately I stopped doing recaps. But all of my AOC solves are on YouTube. You go to anthonywritescode-vods. That sign is needed there. It isn't needed for the main channel due to reasons. But yeah, if you look at this video onwards, all of my solves are available. As you can see, day 25, real short. Honestly, 10 minutes of this is just me yapping. This one was also pretty short. But and we did 5 days at a time on each of these days. So anyway, they're all there if you want to watch them. And please do, because I'm trying to get my watch hours up on this channel so that I can finally turn on monetization, and I'm pretty close. Yeah, begging for watch hours. What a fucking lame ass thing to do. Anyway, Robin says, I have 372 stars. I have some work to do. Yeah, you gotta catch up. We gotta get the rest of those. That's actually pretty good though. Mock in Bird, that's a good name, says, what are some advices to take my Python skills to the next level? Build shit. Make projects. Work on open source. But don't become a maintainer, because you'll eventually hate it. Fidel says, I've not written anything for annual reviews since I got to my current company, which is probably a really bad precedent to set for me. Yeah? I'm guessing your company just doesn't do them then. I've definitely had a few at Sentry, and I've just been like, Mr. Manager, sir, I don't give a fuck. And he's like, okay, understood, meets expectations. Make the bot speak premium English? Uh-huh. You're catching up now? Chat's gotta get more active? Yeah, true. Hey, VODs, thank you for the command, Marsha. Appreciate that. Neil says, I kind of feel like 2024 was easier than 2023. Was it easier? I feel like let's see. I feel like the easiest way for me to decide how much which difficultness of problems is how many times I had to use Z3 in a year. And you know, it seems kind of on par. And I guess I didn't have to use Z3. Yeah. I don't know, I feel like this year there were very few problems that you couldn't brute force both parts. And I felt like that was different than previous years. It kept being like, is this going to be the day when we can no longer brute force stuff? Nope. Another one where it's just represent the data in code and come up with a simple algorithm to solve it. Don't think too hard. You don't need to do that. I honestly don't really remember 2023, so yeah, can't really compare them that well. Wraith Within, hello, how you doing? Lindsay says, I will help watching a few videos. Bad Kobe says, need better thumbnails. It's VODs. It's YouTube VODs. It's Twitch VODs. I'm not going to put effort into thumbnails on a VOD. I used to, and honestly, when I stopped putting effort into thumbnails on VODs, they got more clicks. So it's like, what's the point? I do put thumbnails on my main channel videos, but I don't bother with VODs, so. Marsha says, gonna open up VODs another time, just play in the background. Hey, there you go. I think they do, but I wouldn't know. Defcant Game says, my boss just tells me I don't need to tell you anything. I'm marking you as exceptional and you'll get the max bonus. Sounds like you got a cool boss there. Mr. Singh says, ran into this weird issue at work where HPD reload would segfault, but HPD stop wouldn't 2 weeks in, and we find that some sysadmin added a new logger take config, which would also reload HPG, and they coincide in their timing because of reload when reload is already happening, makes it segfault. It sounds right. That sounds right. They call it the Z3 index, yeah. Hypate says Z3 is magic. It's very cool. It's very cool. Dino says, I think the kind of strange thing this year was that part 2 seemed really to kind of jump sideways from part 1 more than normal. I think that's kind of true, but I also think that's Eric like mixing up his puzzling strategy a bit. Because if part 2 is just predictable, you know, do this at a bajillion times part 1, I feel like it loses a little bit of its charm. I actually kind of like that they were very different this year. Although I did predict one of them, which I thought was funny. This one. This clip. This was like spot on prediction on my part too. Now you have 20 layers. Yeah. And sure as shit, part 2 was 25 layers. I even underestimated Eric's approach there. XLLO, how you doing? I've been there for 25 years, which is 9,000 years and 10 years. Holy shit. That's a real long time. That's a real long time. Eric says, random rant, but I kind of hate the advent of code clones. Apparently there's one for TypeScript and Rust now. I like one of the cool parts of AOC was being language agnostic. I actually really like that too. I really like that it's language agnostic. I didn't even know that there were other ones. Yeah. Seto13K, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. I think the robot keypads one was very tough but rewarding day. Yeah, I think for me, for that one, I was really like, well, I mean, the first part was definitely like make a brute force solution so I had something to check against, which I think is just kind of like a common part one for Eric. Like part one is usually like build something so that you know when you have to do something algorithmically difficult, you at least have something you can check against, which felt nice. And even for part one, I generalized the brute force to arbitrary numbers of bots, and so that helped me validate the like recursive part of part two. But that was kind of nice. I think my part two for that, like, I knew that I needed to generalize one layer by using the previous layer. Like, that was going to be the only way that we were ever going to reduce the amount of computation to something tenable. But I think the thing that finally clicked for me was that, like, there can be two best paths at a layer, but you need to know how much work that's going to cause in layers below it. And once I figured that part out, it was like, oh, I just need to try all of them and pick the shortest. And I didn't even need to, like, I did write a little bit of code to optimize it a little bit extra, which is like taking out the zigzags. But I felt like that one wasn't too bad. Mr. Singh says, I struggled most with the one conning the edges of plant pots. I thought that one was pretty cool. Mostly because people kept trying to give me hints, and I was like, no, I'm going to figure this out myself. And it was very similar. I think there was a problem that was really similar to it before, and so like I probably had the intuition in the back of my head of like, okay, you can find how many things. First, like, what does an edge mean? It means that on one side you have an item, and on the other side you don't. And so you can just traverse everything and find all of the things that have a thing on the other side. So like that part was pretty easy. And then part two, I think there was even a more clever way to do it than what I did. Like I think somebody was like, oh yeah, you can just count the number of corners and that's also the number of edges. Whereas like I derived each of the edges by doing a little like continuous walk or something. I don't even remember. What day was that? What day was the edges on? Surely it wasn't 23. Shit, what day was it? Anyone know what day it was? What day are we edging? Oh, exactly. Fuck. I don't even know which one it's gonna be. 12. 12. What did I do here? Something just fell in my house. It's not good. Grab the world. Oh, this was for finding the characters adjacent. Yeah, and then so this is find all of the chunk. And then process. Yep, process the chunk by finding the things that are not adjacent. So this is the total surface area calculation. And then part 2 is the same idea, except I had to do a little bit more extra work. Oh, I just traced the edges. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Anyway, I could have counted corners, which would have been more fun, but I didn't think about that. I just tried to do it instead. But yeah. It's the ghosts again? Yeah. Res1 Coder, hello, how you doing? Welcome back. What is this clip that we just got from outdated version? On the Discord. Here's this one we got here. What? Why did it not open? Why did it go to twitch.tv/clip? What? Oh, it's gone. Rip that clip. No, data version must not have copy pasted the thing yet or correctly. Okay, anyway. Any open source since last time? No, I think we did this on stream. I think we did that on stream. Max has got that one. Details has the clip here. Oh no, is this gonna be my my Twitch recap? Oh, okay, no, this is. Yeah, I don't know how to read. It's true. It needs /it's code for clip. The readme example for non-white space, non-comment lines will be ignored. Famous, he said my name, it's true. J Phils, hello. How you doing? Good to see you again. You still stream? I don't know if I've seen you stream in a while. Although then again, I haven't really been on Twitch, so how would I know? Yeah, makes sense in yeah, it's fine. All right. GitHub made this way worse. CSS is my passion. Schedule's killing me, but thinking about returning now that I've shifted roles. What you been up to? Not much. Same old, basically. Not streaming much and living life day by day. Yeah. I mean, mostly been. It is what it is. Something like that. Anyway, I did Advent of Code in December, which was fun. Update default roost to 1.83 2 weeks ago. My god. Yeah, I'm just falling behind on everything. Sure. Fine. Purge. So they'll have to deploy this in a bit, so we're gonna let that run. This one we reviewed before. I had some problem with it, but Someday I'll do a full run of Advent code someday. Procrastinators unite tomorrow. See, I don't know why they would change this. Actually, I'm not that far behind on open source. Being invited to go to PyCon Estonia. I want to go to PyCon Estonia? Anything about Estonia? Oh, country, like this photo of country looked beautiful. What is Estonia famous for? Thanks, Google. Folk music and dance festivals. Next says, I don't think you can be behind on something you volunteer time towards. Kind of. I mean, it sits in my inbox and the number is unread and it stresses me out, so I think it does, sort of. Oh my god, funky logo. Icon.e October. It would be kind of fun to go, but I don't know who else would be there. And I don't want to commit to something. I wish I could actually see the message they sent me without. Oh, yeah. And LinkedIn makes it so hard to actually. Why don't you show me the message? I have to add them first? How does this work? Oh, there we go. As a keynote? Oh no, that's so much more stress. That's so much more stress. God, do I want to keynote something? I don't even think I would make a good keynote. I think I'm too salty. Eric says, me waiting for the day Anthon retires from OSS. I think I already read that one out loud, but I'll read it again. The service has been knee deep in pydantic breaking behavior changes between 2.9 and 2.10. Sentry is still fucking stuck on pydantic 1, and we can't ever upgrade because we can't ever upgrade because pydantic 2 is way fucking slower than pydantic 1. Having pydantic and pydantic core separate makes bisecting almost impossible, an absolute shit show. Salty keynotes are the best. I don't know if I want to go to a country that I've never been to, get stressed out and have to write a keynote about something that I don't even know. I don't think I have topics that actually fit well into keynoting. Like, I just want to fucking talk about Pokemon. And I also missed the PyCon US, or talks. Mad about. What is my talk ideas? Pokemon automation, test pollution, something about frequent CI, or encoding nonsense future F strings. That would be a funny one. Oh, I can check something off on my to-do list. Oh my god, it's been forever. I did that one too. I kind of did this one. But I don't think any of those really feel good as a keynote. What's in Estonia? Salty keynotes are the best. Isn't Binetics 2 supposed to be Roost, Go Fast, Vroom Vroom? In theory. But it is way fucking slower. Also, it's like weirdly incompatible. But And the funny thing is, when it was proposed to be introduced, I was in the document. I'm like, this is going to lock us into a technology that is going to cause us problems. We're never going to be able to upgrade. It's going to make it hardest for us to type stuff. And we are making a decision that's going to be a huge pain in the ass in the future. And I was right on every single one of those assertions. Every single one of them. It's only a matter of it's only a matter of time before MyPy. Oh, that's really gonna be the nail in the coffin. At some point, MyPy is gonna change plugins enough that the Pydantic plugin is just gonna be broken, and then we're truly fucked. We're truly fucked at that point. There's not too much we can do, but and it's a huge effort to rip it out now, probably. But easy tool, yeah. Are you now planning to rip it out? That's the hard thing, is to especially at Sentry, is to prioritize cleanup work over feature work. It is incredibly difficult to get something like that greenlit, as much as it absolutely needs to happen. Be easy with your tool. But yeah, how much is using Pydantic? Only a few components, or basically all of Sentry? Admittedly, it's only one major component, but that component is the cross-region implementation. And that thing is hairy and complex and difficult, and replacing its data layer is non-trivial. Utkarsk says, I worked in Python and Rust. So far I like both, and for type safety, Rust is strong. I mean, yeah, it has a compiler. You can have strong type safety in Python too with MyPy and such. SQL Alchemy is killing their plugin? Wait, what? Didn't they just add it recently? I guess recently, it was a couple years ago. Does it just work without a plugin now? Is that why they're killing it? 2.0 now natively works with MyPy. Oh, is that what it is? Robert Fortitus, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Utarshk says, I use Pydantic for my fast API. It works impressive together. Yeah, that's because it's kind of designed to work for that. But I still would not recommend using Pydantic in anything that you hope to live for a long time or want to be performant. There are likely better choices for your use case. But it'll just work, whatever. Robobato, hello, how you doing? They decided it didn't need it, but there's some things like hybrid property that really should use a plugin. Oh. Until they break it in strange ways. Yeah, exactly. Until you get fucking rolled by Pydantic changes. Because that just seems to be what happens. Oh, this is a lot faster than I feel like it used to be. Weird. Okay, anyway, since this got updated, we will bump the versions because we haven't done that in a while. 2 months ago. Can probably do it now. Version edit. To do, encode this in a better value. Nope. Update runner image to this. We don't use free-threaded Python. Haven't even touched it since release. I only noticed 3.13 being slower than everything after 3.11. Yeah. And I don't. Roboto says, doing well. Twitch, on the other hand, just got this error. 503 maximum threads for service reached. What? That's a funky one. What is Pydantic? Seems to be runtime data type validation. Yeah, it's basically what it is. It's basically like you can use it as a schemas layer, but it is define special. It's like ORMs for APIs, kind of. It's like define a class with runtime types and runtime validators, and it will take like JSON or otherwise and turn it into those domain objects. At least that's the idea. But, all right, I'm gonna respond to this person. Hi, I'm honored for the thought, but I think honestly I wouldn't be this keynote. A conference. Been out of practice for speaking for a while. Besides making YouTube videos, those I feel are a bit different. Also feel like I wouldn't be able to come up with a topic that would fit well directly into a keynote. Especially because I feel like AI is shit, and that's what people really want to hear about. And I don't think I should say that, but thank you for the offer, though. And not good enough. Closing tab, didn't review what I said. Hopefully it wasn't shit. Okay. Played to dev. All right, let's see if our validator succeeded yet. Nope. It really shouldn't say that it deployed until it does the validation, but yeah. How to practice the speaking, speaks perfectly in stream and explains videos. So actually, I feel like I speak very poorly, and I'm gonna show you why. And in fact, I just did it, but we're gonna watch a little bit of this video, and I'm gonna show you all the things that piss me off about how I approach videos. And I'm trying really hard not to do them right now, so it feels like it's different, but oh shit, that's what? Why did it, what happened there? Oh, I clicked on the recommended. Okay. Oh, there. Did you see it? Did you see it? Did you catch it? I did an there. Usually I'm not. Usually I'm an ummer, not an So that one was different. That one I was actually thinking. Okay, let's jump into it as like the worst thing that you can say in a YouTube video, and I say it in every fucking YouTube video. Every single one of them. But I don't have a better way to transition. And some people are like, oh yeah, you know, just transition. Don't bother saying anything about transitioning. Just do it. And that feels awkward. I don't know. But I don't like that. Anyway. There's another I also use the word and when it isn't joining anything. It's just another stalling word. There's another long but admittedly that was me typing it out. I didn't actually show you how to get to that commit, but that's fine. So there's another stall word. So, and I'm terrible at that. Admittedly, fine. I feel like I've gotten a lot better at speaking in YouTube videos because if you go back to the original, if you go back to like one of the earlier videos, we'll find one that I think is good so that we're actually one of the things that I struggled a lot with in earlier videos is I would be explaining something and then I would explain something adjacent to it, explain something adjacent to that, and I would never get to the fucking point. But that's different. Let's look at this one. This one's gonna be a short video, I'm pretty sure. But this is very old. This is before I realized that I should not spend so much fucking time sitting on the title screen. I literally only use the title screen nowadays so I can see the thumbnail in my file explorer, and I usually spend 1 second there now. Yeah, okay. Already 12 seconds into the video and I've said fucking nothing, including an and an intro that means nothing. Correct? Another and another awkward transition. Oh, this is this is real. This is left side menu. There's a so. We're gonna open a file. Yeah. Meta talking about the viewers. Terrible. Me being like skill issue. Just pause the video. Yep. Great start there. Nanobox. This is old school. Oh, this is very old Babby. I was actually using Babby way back then. Amazing. Yeah, this is San Mateo. This is, you can see my bed in the background. Ooh. Anyway, I'm not gonna watch these. I have a lot of speaking tics that I'm not happy with, and I feel like I can do better with them. The meta thing I was gonna say is filming in a bedroom is incredibly risky, especially streaming, because it's something where it's like if you forget to end stream, oh boy, that's a speed run to getting banned right there. Hello, how you doing? Welcome back. Good to see you again. The worst thing you're saying, what's up YouTube? It's your boy back at it again. It's true. It's true. If you're doing it live, you can just do a go through of it with us. That's true for like a talk or something like that. Closeted SXE Fill Viewer. I don't actually know who that is. I don't know who that is. Drinking game every time we hear an fucking death version. You'd be alcohol poisoning so quickly. Yep, back in San Mateo at the Yellow Wall. Old Ubuntu UI brings back memories. It actually hasn't changed that much. Like, the title bars are black now instead of see-through. I actually kind of like the see-through. But other than that, it's mostly the same. I think the corners are a little bit more rounded. Definitely been a lot more flat design, but... What are you doing there, playing with Pokemon? Yeah, that's what's gonna get you banned. Philip DeFranco went by in the early days. So I don't know who that is either. Okay, anyway, let's pass the validation. So we're gonna do the deploy prod. Deploy prod, please. Stop. Sexville? Yeah. Which reminds me of there used to be, before Stack Overflow, there was this website that I used to spend a lot of time on. It was very similar to Stack Overflow, called Experts Exchange. I think it was .com. Not to be confused with Experts Exchange. And after spending a lot of time and like accumulating a reputation on this site, my parents had an internet filter on my computer, which I've told the story about before. That I cracked their password and got unblocked from the internet filter. But the way the internet filter worked is they would just remove white space and characters and just jam all the letters together, and then like search for phrases in the jammed together text. And so this, I ended up getting, my computer banned me from viewing Experts Exchange, and so I couldn't contribute much more anymore until I cracked the internet filter. But anyway, that's what that reminded me of. Do you still use Pigeon? Grimm's plans to have a 3.0 experimental out for New Year's Eve. I still have it installed. Still installed, but I haven't been on IRC in a very long time. And that's really all I used it for anyway, so. Poor Penn Island website? Yeah, hey, how's it going, Pandoxer? Noob404 says, what about Sexperts Exchange? Ayo. They still exist where the Q&A community for people tired of the AI sellout. No way, they still exist? I don't even know if I would be able to get my... I don't know if I can even... There's no way this is... Is it the same copyright? There's no way I have a login though. I don't even know what my login would be. I'm not even gonna try and guess. I'm not even gonna try and guess. For an AI-driven messaging platform. God, what is all they write an essay. Read the latest version of this batch. All right. And Go programmers are psychos. So you have weird end space indents, and even if you're just adding something to the ends, everything gets worse. People review their own code. Go programmers are psychos. So this just looks so shit. Why does GitHub say 27 days ago for your comment, but last month for the others? Well, their comment was clearly after yours, so yours is older. Wait, really? What? This also isn't even last month. It's this month. I wonder if it's a Zoom level thing. No. It's just whatever fucking time parsing library they're using. Also, the cutoff appears to be right at 27 days, which is also weird. Hey, what's up, Hepta5? Hello, hello. That's really fucking weird. Someone made a programming choice and they made the wrong programming choice. Every month is February, true? GitHub date.js library broken clearly? Yeah. That's funky. Antonia's the best Hispanic streamer. Every time, every time. Robin says you're just a time traveler, admit it. If I was a time traveler, yeah, I'd have a lot fewer problems. Anyway. Alright, let's continue reading this. So, let's see how this looks. It seems a little weird. Spoiler alert, we are all time travelers just traveling into the future. You're boring, I know. Until you go too fast and then you travel into the past. The server says I can't use the interwebs normally anymore. I only ever see bugs. Yeah. What crypto coin should we buy? None of them. I don't like that. But I get why they did it. This entire thing is the original line. There's just only one. Wait, what the fuck, Go? Why do all of these line up except for this one? What? Or is this a tab? Faces. These are tabs. Because of the W equals 1? I don't think that should make a difference. That'll make a difference here. They still don't line up. Do I have to set tab size? I don't remember how to do that. Is it a tab size thing? No, it's not even a tab size thing. What the fuck, Go? Why don't these line up? It looks oh shit. Very weird. Need to fix the formatter? No. Someone didn't run go format? It did. This is post go format. What's enforcing the formatting? Go format. Oh. So Louis says, I think it makes sense not to line up things that have nested stuff inside. Then why line up anything? Why line up any of them? And the answer is This is the answer. This example seems sort of fine. This seems dubious. This is better. Hey, what's up, the Devil Kid? Hello, hello. Canadian Bacon says, obviously you line up everything so your diffs look bigger and you can look more productive. Yeah. I should have clipped that when I had the chance. Yeah, you can't clip it anymore. Actually, you might be able to because you're a mod. But in my opinion, the only thing ever worth lining up are plain text tables and Markdown. And even that I fucking hate. I hate it so much that I've invented my own Markdown where tables don't suck. I've invented my own table format where you don't have to do the stupid lining up stuff, because fuck that. You denote rows and columns, and you get, I mean, I guess you still line up these here, but they line up to 4 spaces, because I specifically chose my delimiters to be 4 spaces. But God, I hate Markdown tables. Such a big pain in the ass. So anyway. Did you eat Italian Christmas cakes such as panettone or pandoro? I did not. I did not. Didn't really do anything for Christmas other than I made a non-thematic meal and my dad made a non-thematic meal. Yeah. Zeta Saber, hello, hello, welcome back. Writing anacondas is true. Although we're looking to go right now. Seems kind of fun. Oh, the diff just looks weird because Field says we spent 2 hours with my dad in the hospital. He's recovering from post-surgery issues with more surgery. Ah. It's weird that goes longs aren't C longs. We need more pi objects. I don't think 6 is enough. Yeah. Well, there's 9, so we have quite a few. What is the descriptor? I guess it's 0. Should it really be 0? I guess it's implicitly 0. Wait, long from long? But what if it's a long? No, it's pi long. Pi long conversion from C long. And C long from go into whatever the fuck it was. Stir to pi or none? Is this nillable? I don't remember what this does. We have string to pi. Why would this be this? How this damn thing works. This is another thing which I made and then I've never used. And yet I still maintain it. Why do I still maintain it? I don't know. Yeah, I don't think this is right. I think this is right. Double long equals dong, yeah. Apparently go from will align value that, but not if you add a new line before the double quotes. Interesting. Halo boy, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I guess that tells you that it's intentional, right? Isn't a double long just a long long? Yeah. Although you can have a long double, which is a double double. But double double isn't a thing, so I think it's just called long double. I should have gone with that. Let's make a pep that converts all the pies to lowercase p's. We could save so many characters and key presses. Movie says you can even have a la 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 long long la long long. What? Is there bugs or what? Yeah, they picked the wrong function here. Thank you for the pit details. Hey, the boy says, have been watching you on YouTube since advent of code 2020. Oh, way back. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. That Griffle. What the fuck is this? There's gotta be an easier way to call a function than this. There's also a name tuple in the C API. Pi struct sequence. svn.python.org, yeah. Is it not documented? Uh-huh. It's gonna load. Oh, it's in the tuple. Hmm. I struct sequence desk. I struct sequence build. Oh, you don't have defaults, do you? I want like pi object call. I feel like there's a better way to do this. Sarcastic Dante is here. Hello, hello. Good to see you again. Should there be a null check on the from long call? Probably, but it's probably just assumed not to fail. Probably not completely safe, but whatever. Oh, so I guess you do have to use project call. Not for this. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. But I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure this part here can be by build valued also. But also there's no null check. I forget, does this have a Python file ahead of it? No. Yeah, that would be convenient. This is very clunky in C. Sure, this can be done there with value. Sure. And this is just the Python tests. think only memory allocation will result in a failure. Yeah, and at that point, it's like shrugs. At that point, man, if you're out of memory, you got bigger problems than a C extension not checking that you're out of memory. But yeah, you're correct. There is a crash there. Went too late, so I'll use 2404 soon. Oh, fine. Wait at some point. Done. Done. Haven't replied since December. Anyway. Okay, that's all done. I'm gonna go fill up my water. I'll be right back. I will see you in a sec. That's the wrong button. Hello, we back. Easy Light's here. Hello, hello, Easy Light. How you doing? Okay, this last one to fix is difficult because it's a lot of shit that's broken. Looks like GitHub has pulled the rug on us for a few things here. something Docker, something R, and something .NET have all changed here. Which I think is actually fair. We're gonna look at each of the failures separately and try and fix them separately. All right, so the first one is that apparently the pull message shows up in Docker image run, which is not great. Is 2004 becoming Ubuntu latest? Yeah, right. Noob404, thank you for the resub at 4 years. Holy shit, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for your continued support. A big 4 years for you. Appreciate you for sticking around for so long. But yeah, how you doing? Pre-commit. All right, git checkout. So, in theory, if we I do love it the Microsoft's container registry, which is an image registry, is called MCR. we've got the My Chemical Romance. Why did that not untag anything else? I'm just gonna get rid of a lot of stuff here. Actually, you know what? We can probably just get rid of all of them, right? Podman system prune. Is it dash A? Yeah. We email again? You think I ever stopped? 19 gigs, that's quite a bit to get back. Podman images. All right, great. So in theory, if we languages Docker image test, this should reproduce what we're saying in CI. And it does! Look at that. Great. And so that tells me that GitHub Actions pre-pulled images. I could have sworn that I'm pretty sure that the hosted runners have some Docker images that are pre-pulled, which is I think why that one was chosen there. This one. Even though I'm pretty sure we're actually on the 2204. Oh. Breaking change, runner user ID will have UUID 1001 instead of 1000 for larger runners. What the fuck? What a fucking wild change that they decided to do. I'm surprised. Maybe they just got rid of that. Okay, anyway, either way, the fix to this is to pre-pull itest.fixture auto use equals true. Remember reading that R is no longer part of Ubuntu latest? Yeah, we'll have to fix that one too. We'll fix that one too. That thing live? Probably in util still. So when we have to change it at some point, we can play. I don't really like string formatting in tests. So better in letters. Why X faileth Windows and not just a skip? Shit again. Coverage. It will still run these lines. And although I guess now that I guess I wrote this before I had these things. And with these things I could have used skip. Yeah, no reason then. Skip would probably be slightly faster, but it probably makes absolutely no. All right, Podman images. If we run the test again. Hooray! Okay, that's our first fix. Docker image test into 22. Oh, I almost had work brain. Fix Docker image test when Ubuntu 2204 image is not pre-pulled. Okay, that's one thing. All right, so that's one of our problems fixed. Did you have the fixture as module scope? Oh shit, did I not make it scoped? I meant to make it scoped. I meant to do this, although module will work as well. Let's catch the auto merge before it happens. Okay. Good call. Yeah, I meant to make it session scoped, but or module scope. Module scope works too. Good call. I think I got distracted when I was writing auto use equal true, which is fine. Edify says, why the Vato? When is the crop top and booty short merge coming out? The end server needs them. The endless driver. Oh, that's a new one. I don't know. I think maybe next year if I solve some of my problems first. And then I can have more time to, or I can feel better about spending time on doing merch. Because right now I have a hard time doing anything. Committing to something like that is potentially a lot of work. Like for instance, I've been meaning to make A2EC After Dark a thing, but as you can see, I recorded this at the beginning of fucking November, and I still haven't made this happen. Partially because I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it. I think what I'm gonna do, I think I'm going to upload them. I don't know which channel, but I'm gonna make them unlisted, and then there's gonna be a special channel in Discord if you have Twitch subscriber or YouTube member. I think that's a thing that will link to those videos. Basically, the idea behind those videos is they are just spicier than I want to be on YouTube. I don't even remember what this one's about. What is this one even about? Pyanth. Yes, Pyanth. The first one is about Pyanth. But anyway, that'll happen at some point. Okay, so that's the first fix. What else is fucked? .NET. Great. You must install or update .NET to run this application. It's trying to find 6.0 and it needs 8.0.11. I thought we had made this so that you don't need to do this. And by we, I mean RKJ. You need to downgrade .NET? No, I probably just need to update the project file. GitHub runner software versions. I literally had this open. Now we're gonna open it again. Click on this for now. Why does Ubuntu latest link to 2404 already? Weird. So it already updated to 2404 apparently, and that's why the .NET 6 SDK is gone. I think I can just change the 6s to 8s, and that'll fix it. I think the Astro guy posted there were problems with tkinter and SQLite and a few more being fixed. I remember them being examples for shitty compiled program Python and had a good laugh. Yeah, I go over the same things in those. Now there are even more incorrectly compiled Pythons. Yeah. Okay, so I think we can just change the number from a 6 to an 8. 6 is out of support. Maybe they removed it, but they also removed 7. So okay, so this says net 6. Do you think if we just change this to net 8, it'll just work? Are there any other 6s in here? Oh my fucking god, look at all those UUIDs. I don't think those. I think they have to be in the CS proj and not here. Yeah, we don't see net 6 anywhere, so let's see if that works. Update .NET test to use .NET 8. .NET 6 and 7 were removed from GitHub Actions runners? Question mark? The Blind Gamer, hello, hello, welcome, welcome. Who says sub question mark? Yeah. Oh, I wonder if I should upload the After Dark videos to the second channel just so it gets slightly more view time. Nah, that seems good. Physotronic, welcome, welcome. Why is this one taking so long? Window. What is it even running here? Oh, the base tests, yeah. Dude, fucking the Windows GitHub Actions runners are so slow. Although 5 minutes is still not that slow. But like the Linux runners took a minute. A minute and 3 seconds. So the Windows ones are like 6 times slower. Probably 7 times slower by the time it gets to the end. No, 6 times slower. So these are our slowest ones. Kind of makes sense because it has to build a whole ass virtual env. Honestly, any of the ones that run subprocesses are kind of slow, and so all of these have that problem. One should have been merged now. Hooray. Hey, one down. I don't know if this one's gonna pass, but we'll find out. It looks like it already did, actually. That was enough to fix it. We're gonna have to add another setup step for fucking R in here, it looks like. RWX Ito says, are those unit tests or end-to-end tests? They don't really get differentiated much here. The languages tests tend to be more end-to-end test. But the 1 minute suite is a mix. Strawberry Pearl, right, sarcastic Dante. Insert says, I want to set up CI build wheel on GitHub Actions and compile ABI 3 wheels for Windows. I gave up. Windows sucks. You have to go through hoops for it just to find the compiler on the path, and every time you try, it takes 5 minutes to fail. Yeah. Yeah. Also, I feel like CI build wheel, as much as it was written, like it's literally written to make compiling wheels more convenient. But I feel like every time I run a CI job that uses CI build wheel, something has broken with CI build wheel. And I have to like spend a shit ton of time debugging their shit just to get it to work. Unless you're doing the most dead, stupid, simple build. If you have to do anything interesting or creative, it's a shit ton of work. And so you just don't support Windows or build it yourself. Because God, I feel like running pip wheel should not be that complicated. Oh, but pip wheel is deprecated. You should be using python-m build and pyproject.toml and all this other fucking bullshit that we didn't need and somehow we need now. Is this song looping? I feel like we've been listening to it for ages. Even if it's not, we're going on to the next one. Sounds like Jenkins by a different name. See, this breaks like because the Python community decided to twiddle some bits at some point. Okay, let's do the R one next, which is just that R is gone. So we need to figure out how to install R. GitHub Actions, R script, command not found. 2015. Okay, where is that? This one. There's certainly, if we search here for R script. Probably not that. That's from 2021. Yeah, so there's this setup R thing now, but why do we... This wasn't needed before. Why do we need it now? Uh, yeah, so why now? Really just use rbase dev via apt or PPA if you want latest. I don't super care what version it is. R-rated stream, yeah. I want to find the change that removed R. But it's so hard to trace through this repo. Because I feel like, do we think it's the mid-December update? Could try that. Actually, is it just that it's not on 2404, but it is on the old ones? Is that what they did? Images, Ubuntu. Let's compare these two. Of course, searching for R is fucking impossible. We don't see R there. We also didn't see it here either. Not there either, nor there. Java, Rust. What is the R-based dev? Surprised they install this one. Yeah, it's not listed there either. Oh, this is 2404. So we didn't expect to see it. Ah. Is there in 2204, but not in 2404? Does this list all of the changes? Blah, 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 blah. Different software. Significant changes are below. I then go PyPy Ruby node Heroku. R. Removed due to maintenance reasons. Terraform was removed? Jesus. That's gonna be a fun one. Standpointer says sup also back. Hello, hello. Yeah. Interesting. Looks like they removed most of the cloud tools as well. Although I bet AWS is still there. It'd be funny if they removed the Azure ones too. There's no way though. Cargo Clippy. Cargo tools removed. Interesting. Interesting. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. Yeah, so this is one of the changes that we ran into. The other was the .NET changes, and the third is that R is just removed. Okay. So we will just run this thing. Like we can set it with no arguments. Does it build the shit from source every time? Oh no. Fuck. Jesus. Download thing into temp directory. Apt install a bunch of shit. Oh, it's GW at least. Okay. Why did you need to install dev scripts then? Okay, this seems not as bad. It's still kind of shit though. Nick says we're punting latest because of that change at work. Which one? Which of the 3 changes that I am running into did you run into? Can I enable auto merge when it's already ready? Oh, they fixed the bug. Thank goodness. It used to just fail. But I've been grumbling about it, so they finally fixed it. Okay. Well then. How does this work? I think it's in here. No. It's in this one. Yes, here we go. Major says embedded programming is really something else. Lamau had to search through GitHub discussions to find the debugger had a bug. Oh no. Argon, great branch name. Yeah. Agreed. Is this set up Python 3.9? I guess we run the languages on the latest, on the oldest supported version. That makes sense. How many R's does strawberry have? Isn't that one of the things that the AI gets super wrong? Isn't like famously ChatGPT thinks it's 2? They're also proud they can finally count to 3 now. Typical. Typical. This actually. Airlib slash actions slash fr at some version. V2, I guess. We'll do that. Install R on Ubuntu runners. This was removed. And Ubuntu 2404 runner. Yeah. Oh, the Terraform and MS build. I see. And Namu says it incorrectly thinks it's 3, robot. Takes so much power. It's charging an electric car roughly 50 miles to do it, but you know, as it goes, right? As it goes. See if that works. I don't even know. I don't know how it should run every language, but I don't know if I made it smart enough to do that. Parse. Testing languages. Did I make you smart enough to run if we edit the workflow? Ah, always run if we edit these 2 files. Or if we edit any of the resources. So it should run every single language. and as we can clearly see, it's only running Conda, Osier, and Dart. Oh, there we go. Okay, it just hadn't updated. There we go. 29 pending checks. 12 in progress checks. Yeah. Run the world. Build failures on main still. No, this makes sense. We hadn't fixed R or .NET yet. That's failed. Apparently there's another deprecation warning in the output, but I'm just gonna ignore it until it's a problem. Yeah. Truly the right way to do this is wait until it's someone else's problem. AKA me in the future. I believe R was not removed from the runner image, just was not part of the new 2404 image. Yeah, that's what we ended up figuring out. Gitlog dash capital G is hard with it just being capital R. Yeah, 100%. Mila, hello. Will that work when 2404 is not the latest? Which thing? All the changes that I made should work fine. Yeah, like this shouldn't matter. The Docker image change shouldn't matter. Was the third one the .NET one? I mean, obviously the .NET version I'll have to change at some point again, but at least that one's pretty easy. X says we've been burned enough that we're thinking of moving to self-hosted runners. Wow. The macOS latest going from x86 to ARM without notice was an annoyance. Holy fuck. This was so fucking stupid of the GitHub engineers. I don't know who thought that was a good idea to just silently change the entire fucking processor architecture with no notice overnight. That was the dumbest fucking thing I have seen in a very, very long time from a CI provider. Like, absolutely nuts. Truly insane things that they did. But oh my. If condition, I'm just not going to change it from Ubuntu latest. This string comes from somewhere. Where does it come from? matrix.os, which gets spit out by this script, and it's hard coded to be either Ubuntu latest or Windows latest. I'm just gonna ignore it until it's a problem me about everything. Yeah. Well, all engineers are on ARM now, right? So no one should notice it. My god. So stupid. Dumbest fucking thing. I'm still mad about it. I mean, there's no reason to not be mad about it. It's they didn't even attempt to damage control. It was just absolutely bonkers. The upload artifact thing. My god. I may have been a little bit salty this morning. Let me show you my little spice. So there was this thread. Let's not spoil it with that comment. There was this thread on upload artifact that was like, hey, what API do you use? I'd love to use the API directly without running it in JavaScript, essentially. And people were all like, well, here's the APIs, you can run those, you can use this npm package, yada yada. Someone was like, I just want a REST API. A bunch of other people were like, what are the REST APIs, blah blah blah. Eventually this was like the maintainer of this action was like, here's how the upload works, here's where all the APIs are, here's all this stuff. They're basically internal APIs, but they should work. They shouldn't break, essentially. We're also working on a pretty major overhaul, think v4, that will just give the runner a simple URL to directly upload, so things will be faster and much easier to interact with. Simple URL to directly upload, so things will be faster and much easier to interact with. Remember this bit. because it's important. Scroll through, blah, blah, blah. A bunch of people had some other ideas. I tried to boil it down to just explain what was going on, because there are a couple of weird things. Composite actions did not get the tokens that were necessary to make them happen. I don't know why. Composite actions, for just whatever reason, are different than node actions and Docker actions. Those both get the proper environment variables, but composite doesn't. And I was like, fine, whatever. You can just write this, 12 lines of JavaScript to run your shell script instead of being doing a whole fucking npm and webpack and all that shit. This is back in 2022, by the way. It's 2 years ago. And I was like, okay, fine, here's this like simple JavaScript thing, and then here's like a dead simple explanation, like boiled down to the smallest amount of code possible, to run curl twice, 3 times, to upload a file. So figure out what the resource API or resource URL is, given this artifact name. Yes, I have to interpolate some JSON here, a little bit clunky. Upload the actual file with the data, and then finalize the container of the thing. So back then it was 3 API calls, whatever, fine. A little bit clunky, but at least I had figured them out, and people could figure that out from here and write their own APIs in whatever language they cared about. And I did this too. I wrote a version of this in Python because dealing with the fucking JavaScript package and build system just sucked, so I didn't want to do that. And I was like, yeah, here's some important things that I spent a bunch of time on. Content type are definitely needed. Artifacts must be uploaded to a subdir. The content range header doesn't understand */*, so you have to be explicit about size. I had figured all those problems out and basically documented this. And some people were happy with this, I guess, in theory. Yeah. And some stuff about env not being available. And I had already answered that above here. But yeah, and then this person tried to do the same thing, but some amount of skill issue at some point, blah, blah, blah. Some other comment here. And this person asked, this is the comment from 6 hours ago. Hey, V4 is out. Is there a simple REST API after we said this was going to happen? And I'm like, no. V4 is a terrible mess of protobuf, arguably the exact opposite of making it easy to upload without using the official actions. A shame, really. And I think this is a giant fucking understatement. But, yeah. It's, sucks. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Bang shame GitHub, yeah. Sparkly Dark Matter, hello. I'd prefer GitHub Actions trauma over leaking toilet trauma today. Wait, what? What? Reading chat seems like this is a global trauma recovery group. GitHub Actions trauma, yeah. I can't be on calls with our GitHub app anymore. Oh no. Kegs, it's here. Hello. Who says bonjour? Bonjour. Is that bonjour, but just like fucking weird for some reason? What? But protobuf, somebody got some good resume padding out of that one, right? Actually, it's not even protobuf, it's gRPC, which is worse. Because you definitely need a specialized client to make those calls. But yeah. Piggy Mouse says, come back with the salt. Yeah. Oh, it's bonjour, but fucking weird. Yeah. I miss the days when CI broke because I was an idiot. Yeah, you and me, bro. You me, bro. You and me both. Nowadays, I feel like CI breaks because somebody changed some shit and didn't really do a good job telling anyone about it. Hey, look at this, 46 successful jobs. We're back to green. Back to green. We did it. Go team. 3 breakages all at once. What could go wrong? Yeah, the GitHub rap thinking of the academia meme with the Wait, you guys are getting paid? Yeah, I have a rep too, but they've stopped replying to me. I've literally asked them the same question for a year. No, it's probably been 2 years at this point. I can't check on this computer. I have to check on the other computer. I've been asking them the same question for like 2 years, and they keep being like, well, we'll get back to you on that. Well, we don't really know the answer. Well, I'll check with the engineers on that. Well, we can see if we can up the limits on that. And literally my question is like, how many parallel runners do I have available? Should be a dead fucking simple question. And I know the number isn't the answer that's in the open source docs. Max parallelism GitHub actions. I'm pretty sure limits. Usage limits. Total concurrent jobs. Yeah, so free, it's supposed to be 20 and 5. Which is, I know that ours is much, much higher than 20. Because if it was 20, we would have a lot bigger problems than we already have. We also have an enterprise plan. And I know it's not 500. Because if it were 500, we wouldn't be running it. We wouldn't be having the problems that we're seeing today. So I don't know what gives here. So it's somewhere from my poking around, it seems to be between 20 and 40. Just by spamming parallelism and trying to look at the queue depth that things are on. It should be here, because we have an enterprise plan. But who fucking knows? And I basically keep asking my rep, bro, tell me what number I am in this table and why it's not this one. And please fix it so it's this one or higher. Because really, I would like to see this number. If it were this number, I could make CI finish in 3 minutes, and our developers wouldn't complain about it every survey we run. CI is slow. CI is slow. Yeah, we've made it twice as fast, and it's still fucking slow. But drives me nuts. I only want to work for GitHub so I can get some fucking answers, and then I'd have to do shit in Ruby. Yeah. Although a lot of their Ruby is moving to TypeScript. So at least that part's okay. The exact reason I can't be on calls anymore. So they don't call us anymore. They do all of our stuff over email. And so at least I can edit my email before I press send, and I not just be like, you fucking idiots, give me this number. What the hell? Don't hang up until we get this number. But I can't do that with an email. Hi, just curious. I asked previously what this number is. Do you think you've gotten any updates on what it could be? That's what I have to do instead. Might be some fair share thing balancing the background. Probably. I mean, these runners are shared with everyone open source. But I just want to know the number. I just want to know the fucking number. I just want to know the fucking number. Does Sentry have self-hosted runners? No, because they're too expensive. And everything's open source, so we should be able to just do stuff for free, basically. Chickcloud says, were you talking about the runner limit for Sentry or for Pregament CI? Oh, for Sentry. I don't care about the one for Pregament CI, because my tests take seconds for Pregament CI. I don't have... God, the linear time of the Sentry test suite is right around... What? 6 hours? Yeah. 6 hours. And if you can parallelize that, you know, you get 60 parallel runners, you can get it down to 2 or 3 minutes. But we're running into scaling issues at 11 runners, which is definitely way lower than this 500 number that this table tells me I should have. But is it more expensive to self-host? Yeah, it's essentially the difference between it being free and it costing money. That's the harder part. It's like, self-host this and run as many runners as we want, and then it's not a problem. Like we just pay for them. But since Sentry is almost entirely open source, we currently pay 0 for CI. And so it is very, very difficult for me to convince the powers that be that we should go from paying 0 to paying more than 0. Because everyone's like, cut costs, cut costs. It's like, it can't get cheaper than 0. And I'm at a scaling limit where I need it to be bigger than 0. What do? The answer is go fuck yourself. Free is hard to argue against, exactly. Yeah. Also, self-hosting, even if it were cheaper, which it can't be cheaper than 0, running self-hosted GitHub Actions runners is a huge pain in the ass. It is very hard to keep them online. They are not really designed to be easy to self-host, kind of intentionally, because GitHub wants you to pay them instead. And so you sort of need an entire team to maintain them. And from looking at people maintaining them in at Stripe, it's just not fun. Not fun. Even trying to keep the GitHub Enterprise instance online was not fun. Also, that's the other thing. GitHub Enterprise is a fucking pain in the ass to self-host too, because the way that they ship it to you is like, here's this blob, run it on the biggest machine you have access to. Oh, that machine's not big enough? Tough. Good luck. Tough. You should pay for hosted enterprise instead. And honestly, everyone should, because self-hosted GitHub Actions or self-hosted GitHub Enterprise is huge. It's not GitHub, first off. It's always like 6 months behind. And you have to turn off like half the features so that it'll run. And getting that to run is just like not worth it. Like Stripe always wanted to be like, man, we have this walled garden of VPN, and unless you're in the VPN, you can't access it, and you know, DMZ and all of this shenanigans, and it's like, hey, you built all this complexity for what? Like, you know, you could make a new, like, if it's on GitHub hosted, yeah, okay. You can access it not on a company machine if you have the right tokens and stuff, and it's like, okay. But you can also do that. You can also do that with SSH. Like I did a bunch of Stripe development not on my Stripe machine because I would just SSH into it and do work that way because it was easy and because it was much nicer to work on Linux than on macOS. But like, I don't know, Google sort of proved that like running your company as a VPN walled garden DMZ is not worth the complexity, and you're like much easier. It's much easier to maintain by just, you know, properly securing each endpoint rather than trying to pretend that a VPN is safety against everything else. Because the other problem with the VPN is like typically the security model is like you protect the outer shell, and then once you're in, it's free game for everything. And protecting that outer shell is difficult. And so you end up in a worse security posture than just, you know, actually securing your endpoints. What are you gonna do? Managed GitHub Enterprise is also terrible. That's true. I mean, they're all terrible, but at least you don't have to run them. Kenny Bacon says, I don't know how GitHub ever became the thing. It's like they did everything wrong and failed their way to success. No, I know how GitHub became their thing because everything else was fucking worse. GitHub was very, very nice in like the early 2010s compared to everything else. And honestly, I still think GitHub is way better than anything else. Like, have you tried to use GitLab? Jesus Christ. You feel like you're in an airplane cockpit with 20 product managers that aren't actually product managers, throwing buttons on every view that they can to try and get a click for whatever feature they're trying to work on. And it's always broken. Have you used Bitbucket? My god, Bitbucket is Bitbucket got lucky that they had a bunch of enterprise customers. Otherwise, I don't think Bitbucket would exist. Like, oh yeah, we ship it with Jira. If that's your selling point. Oof. And then the rest of them are just like hobby projects where people made their own GitHub hosting thing, or Git repo hosting things. And honestly, you look at the things, compare them to, GitHub's just way better. Just way better. And so I am not surprised that GitHub has all these problems, but is still the overwhelmingly dominant product in this space, and has been for so long. And like, with all of its faults, I still think GitHub's pretty good. And they don't pay me to say that. I wish they did, but... It also says, my old work blew up our GitHub Enterprise instance with a shitload of webhooks, which is fucking hilarious because it slowed to a fucking crawl, and GitHub was like, you're not supposed to have that many webhooks. Yeah. Right? Josh Mander says, what Windows theme is this? I think it's just stock, and I chose dark blue as the accent color. Yeah. Also, welcome to the stream, Josh Manders. Too big to flail, says ShitHub. Not Shitbucket dies, yeah. Josh Manders says, I love Jira and Bitbucket. Are you what? Oh, hello? Are you a person? Is SourceHub still a thing? Probably, but I don't think I've ever used them. Fabricator was great. Fabricator was great if you worked at Facebook. Otherwise, it was a fucking pain in the ass to run, and not significantly better than GitHub. Yes, it only focused on one aspect of Git, the Git workflow, which is reviews, which made it a lot simpler. But I would never say Fabricator was good. I feel like a lot of people got, what's the word? It had kind of like a cult following. Indoctrinated, I think is the word I was looking for. But yeah. GitLab only gives you like a couple 100 minutes of runner time per month. Even on just public repos? What the fuck? That's kind of shit. I like GitLab. Have you tried Azure DevOps? Okay, yeah, that's way worse. That's way worse. Although, honestly, Azure DevOps, the like CI system, wasn't that bad. And I mean, it's really what GitHub Actions is now, to be honest. Their repository hosting shit sucked, though, and their code review sucked, so it's no surprise that Microsoft has killed it off in favor of GitHub. GitLab UI is better, IMO. Have you used the pull request view? I feel like there's so much shit. You're actually using Windows. I was just trying. Oh yeah. Paratroid says, I'd love to use GitHub, but I'm not convinced they won't use code to train Copilot. Yeah, they definitely are. You can opt out of it in the repository setting. But also, if your code is source available, every AI on the planet has already read it, independent of what hosting platform you're on. There is no ethics in AI. You can't you can't spell AI with the word ethics, whatever the silly phrase is. Waiting for you to open NeoVim or something, and I was going to ask what your VS Code theme is. Been doing that in streams lately, and it's an absolute riot. Here, I'll show you my VS Code theme in not VS Code, but it is a VS Code theme. Yeah. So look, I opened my editor, and you can ask what the VS Code theme is. Because it is actually a VS Code theme. It is called VS Dark Plus with a little bit of extra stuff. One modification to highlight INI headers so that this looks less like shit. I made these a different color. But haha, Josh Manders, joke's on you! It is actually a VS Code theme! You request more render time in GitLab, but it's like fill in a form to say your repo is actually open. But even then, I think it's a pre-building. Town says if they train it on my code, that I'm happy to contribute to the downfall of AI by making it worse. Yeah. This is why I only push garbage code to GitHub for Copilot training. You mean all code? That's why I intentionally push it to GitHub. Nice. Standard pointer says I used one of the example prompts and it links to all of the public repos that extrapolate the data from. Oh. I feel like it's not even completely honest about that, but heck yeah, your TypeScript looks weird though. Yeah. Because it doesn't like the theme. Well, you can spend channel points to change the theme if you really want to. But yeah. I think AI code stuff will at some point just be stuck in the past since it already starts learning from its own generated garbage when producing more of it. Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. Kexit says, shoot, I promised myself to start going to bed by 10 p.m. Well, how's that going for you? What else was I gonna do? Trying to stream 2.5 hours. I did say I was gonna do some roost, but I feel like this is I feel like I'm at a good spot and I have not had lunch and it is 4:30, so I need to eat some food. So I'm probably gonna do that instead. And then Kexit can get to sleep 30 minutes late. Night Showerer. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Ah. We can have a debate about that. Night showering. Because I feel specific. Also RWX Ito. Read write execute Ito. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. The problem with night showering is you get into bed, and unless you are very, very on top of your shit on changing your sheets extremely often, you're just ruining all the things that you did by showering. Is my opinion on night shower. But what are you gonna do? We've changed the theme right before I'm probably gonna end stream. Oh, look at that one. That's a cool set of colors. Oh, I take it back. I don't like this. Also, why is this one a different color? Why is the word path special? What? Why did they do that? That's weird. How often is extremely often for sheet changing? Like, if you're showering at night and only showering at night, probably every couple days. Whereas I feel like it's like once a week is more the standard. In-server says, are there any cookies left? No. On Christmas Eve, I hosted dinner, and my brother and mom came over, and I made swordfish and asparagus and potatoes, and man, a lot of people, or a lot of cookies got consumed while they were over, which was good, because man, I didn't want to eat them all myself. And then I boxed up about like 10 cookies and gave 10 cookies in each container and gave those to the 3 neighbors that I talk to or say hi to or wave at, which is honestly just the ones that are directly adjacent to me, not including the neighbor behind me. And so I got rid of 30 cookies that way. And then on my goal of eliminating all the cookies, my next door neighbors gave me more cookies. So now I guess I netted out net even on that neighbor. But yeah. Sarcastic Dante says, on average, single people go 37 days before changing their sheets? What the fuck? 37? Man, those are gonna get rank at that point. Jesus. I change like once a week. Sometimes I forget and it's 2 weeks, but like, Jesus. 37 days? Those in relationships go to 21.8 and married couples go to 19.9. Oh. I'm surprised it goes up after marriage. I feel like after marriage people are well, maybe I'm just being salty about marriage, but wow. X says so bougie swordfish. Yeah, I did actually go to a really there's a very bougie grocery store, which was one of the few that sells swordfish around me. But it's like, oh, it's Christmas Eve, it's fancy Christmas dinner. I'll go get the good shit. What's the point of showering if you're just gonna get dirt again? You mean in general, or to back up the claim of like getting into a dirty bed? But yeah. Anna's there says, "Are you dual booting?" No, I am not. Okay, it says, "Boo, neurotypical. Imagining being able to do basic tasks." You think I'm neurotypical and can do basic tasks? Oof. The inserter says, "I wonder if you give cookies to the HOA that they think you will want to poison them." Ah. The weird thing about my HOA is there's only one person that lives here that is actually a part of the HOA, but they also have 0 power. So it's just a very weird situation. Where the HOA is just like this nebulous external entity that no one can really influence. Beta TV, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. There is like a board meeting and you can show up and grumble at them, but they don't ever change. Danielle says, "I just sleep on the other side of the bed for half the time, then I change the sheets." The rotation technique. See, now you just need to get your bed sheets in the damn, what is that? Why am I blanking on the, you know how they put a twist in belts so that it does one side and then the other? And there's a specific name for that shape that I really why can't I remember it? What is the twisty belt called? Mobius strip. Thank you. Yes, Mobius strip. Yeah, you should find a way to make your bed sheets a Mobius strip. Keiko says, "How the fuck do you manage to change bed sheets every week unless you're addicted to it?" So basically what I do, well, I definitely change them every 2 weeks because I have a house cleaner that comes, and whenever my house cleaner comes, then my bed sheets smell like the house cleaning fluids, the cleaner chemical, and it drives me nuts. And so I definitely change them every time they come. And then sometimes I just change them when I remember. So that's how I get probably like once a week. Exonity, thank you for the resub at 47 months at tier 3. Appreciate your continued support. It's good to see you again. Do you have a new whiskey emote? Is that a different one? I mean, it's the same image, but I feel like it's a different channel. As someone who's never lived in the States, I am unable to fathom the existence of HOAs. Yeah, they're kind of shit. My HOA is social only and volunteer. It's the type of HOA I'd want to deal with at this point. Oh yeah, that sounds much better. So it says I change bed sheets every 30 to 60 days. At least you're above average, but oof. Sparkly Documenter says bed sheets plural, you have more than one. Oh, I guess bed sheet. But I think everyone just refers to them as sheets. But anyway. Fathom is another awesome unit. That's true. It's true. Has cleaner fluid. Someone please clean that. Clip this. I couldn't remember the name. Beatty TV says your sheets get too clean. See, but if I wash them enough, then they wear out, and then I just buy new ones. So they do actually get too clean. You're probably right. They changed labels. Oh, the old one was stuck in my face for ages. Ah, I see. Sammy Wallace, it has been a very long time. Hello. How you doing? Welcome back. Good to see you again. Okay, anyway. Enough talking about bed sheets. I think I'm gonna go make lunch. And are the sheets flat or fitted? I don't like flat sheets. I have fitted sheets. And yes, I know how to fold them. I know one of the few people who can fold a fitted sheet. You know how you fold a fitted sheet? You wad it up into a ball and shove it in the drawer. No, I actually know how to fold a fitted sheet, but I thought that would be funnier. Crafter Dad, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. You fold them like a Mobius strip. Yes, exactly. All right, let me do my little spiel, and then we'll see if rating is going to be shit today. My name is Anthony. I upload educational content to my YouTube channel at youtube.com/anthonywritescode. Go subscribe there. And that's where I upload videos that I try and do weekly, although I didn't do one on Christmas, and I don't know that I'm going to do one on New Year's just because who's going to be watching YouTube on Christmas and New Year's? Oh, I know. I was watching YouTube on Christmas and New Year's. OnlyFans. Yes, you can actually go to onlyfans.com/anthonywritescode. This is going to get me banned from Twitch. Look, it exists. I made sure to create it so no one else could. That's why it's there. Don't ban me, Twitch. It's a joke. If you missed any part of the stream, those will end up on the second channel at anthonywritescode-vods, not on Twitch. So go watch those there if you missed part of the stream. Better create it just to be sure. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I decided to make it so no one else does. No, that's just my backup plan. When tech falls through, I know what I'm doing next. Actually, I had a shower thought. I talked about this on the Discord. Which is just like post hilarious like unsafe programming content where it's just like I do stupid shit, or like I write Rust with raw pointers, or like I write C code without free, or I write Python without types, and do it all shirtless. And that would be my OnlyFans. But I don't know. It just seems like a dumb idea. But anyway, that's gonna wrap us up.